with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. They check it to 10. Hey.
All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium. Okay, Coach, so the folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 6 yards. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Shift. Check three. Check your hot read. Wheel.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Hey, switch gears. Hey, check. Jam. Slam.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Set. 54. Check 24. He's checking. Crash. 49. Check 49.
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Strong start by this defense. 3rd and short, they go with a run. Stonewalled for no gain.
I played for a guy who always talked about setting tones and meeting force with force. That felt like it on that play, didn't it? And they met it in a big way and won. What a great job by the defense.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 43. Check 4, check 4. Check 31, check 31. Go. Twits. Watch twits.
Running for it, here's Anderson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. Now Gordon. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Check hot route. Hot. Back. He's coming. We got double up.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Haskins, this is the tight end fan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check 3. Under 10.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Bengals 49-yard line. Hey, watch the slant. Check. Rush in. Run. Sponge. Yo. No. Mike's 54.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Watkins, the intended receiver. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Carr going to throw. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Our first update now comes from Atlanta. An early lead in that game for the Falcons. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Copeland just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Here we go. Hey, no run.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Check. Kill. Safe.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Haskins, he's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th down. Haskins, he's got his tight end, Fant. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Check 50. Check safety. Whip. Watch the whip. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Bang. Check. Deuce. Tight dog.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And an alley to run. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Melvin Gordon, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. White now to return. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Gordon. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. But you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's about what you would expect since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up at a very good clip.
On first down, Gordon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Let's go, baby.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Here a throw taken in by Watkins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
They run. Anderson. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Switch. Check. Crunch. 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 Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, hey. Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
3rd and 2. Now Haskins. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Throwing again on second down. Haskins gets it to Gordon. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I got him. Peek it. Check. Watch the safety. Shoot. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Haskins on 3rd down. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that pushes the lead up to 11. It's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, here I come.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Bengals and Browns, this is one of our final few NFL 100 series games. And speaking of series, the 92nd meeting between these two teams. The Bengals holding the 50-41 all-time edge. Last year, the Browns won both games, one in November, then again on December 23rd. And both of these franchises founded by Coach Paul Brown. Of course, the Browns are named after, but then he would later go downstate to help found the Bengals in May of 1967. They'll let the fullback try and pick it up. This is Anthony Sherman. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the twist. Hey, 93. Check Mike 54.
From the gun, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he's going to be met at about the 43. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Check tight. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. White.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
On now, Graham Gano. He's hit from 63 as recently as last year. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Kill, kill, kill. Go Chiefs. 54. Express. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Fournette running right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll run with Fournette. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Leonard Fournette, touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Shift. Check three. Check your hot read. Hey, switch gears. Check.
This is Gordon. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 3rd down, here's Haskins. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Check the backer. Kill. Hey, alert three. Run it.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Defending an out route is awfully difficult because the best receivers try and sell an inside move before they break to the out, and you have to respect that as a defensive guy, because if you let them, what they say, cross your face or get across you in the middle of the field, usually you're beaten on a route, and that's an easier throw for the quarterback. So you ordinarily take a step over to make sure you seal that off. In this case, he was able to not only do that, but react back to the sideline and bat the ball down.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Carr now on 1st down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Fournette breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, and all the way in down for a Cincinnati score. Leonard Fournette, 83 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
4 down, check, 4 down. Watch twist. Hey, undercoach, undercoach. You go tight. You got tight. Go. Hey, watch it.
From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
54. Hey, tight down. There you go. Let's go. Come on. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch out.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That's another Browns 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Come on, set. 15 on it. Check. Under 10. Under 6. Pull it. Now. Check. Rush in. Sponge. No, they go.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Browns on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. That one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Let's get it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Switch, switch, switch. Shit, let's go.
They're going on 4th down. Haskins, and he finds Stills, complete. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
13 yards.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Say, say, say. Check up, check up.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 25-yard line.
Now, took the outlaw. Mike 54. Not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He got maybe a half-yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Whip, whip. Watch the whip. It's free. That's it.
On 3rd and 2, Haskins completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 14. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
51. Let's put him on the buses. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Bang, bang.
They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. Wide, give wide. 25, check.
A give, the first man through, Gillespie of the fullback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Now it's Haskins. Open man is Anderson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this will be a pickup of 4 here, up to their own 20.
Express. Motion. Hey. Kill. Get hands on motion, man.
Carr to throw. It's complete to Grant. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Heavy on the edges. 93. 54. Mike, 54. Hey, defense, let's go.
Back to throw, Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown.
And that one... oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Switch it.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. 35 yards that time on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bengals drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. One final try now for Carr. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted.